Heathrow Airport says flights are now being restored after a fire overnight knocked the airport offline, canceling hundreds of flights. Even once operations pick back up, the impact will still likely be felt for days. That fire having a ripple effect right here in Atlanta. A woman from Canton was supposed to fly out last night to London. Instead, she's hoping that flight takes off today. Atlanta News First, Don Shipman tells us she's not the only one looking forward to getting back on track.
All those flights to London are scheduled for after 6 o'clock tonight, but airport officials here at Hartsfield-Jackson urging travelers to check with their airline just to make sure that that flight is still happening. This right here is why. Look at the chaos inside Heathrow, the lights going out, that cell phone footage. There was a fire at an electrical substation on the airport grounds yesterday, and it cut off power. Thousands of homes near the airport also lost power, and more than 100 people had to be evacuated. The disruption also causing hundreds of flights to Heathrow to be diverted to other airports. And we talked with a woman from Canton here in Metro Atlanta. She was supposed to fly to Heathrow last night from Atlanta for a 9-day trip.
And it wasn't an issue for me, but I know it could have been an issue for the other passengers. That flight was full. There's a lot of people. And when I left at 2:30 this morning, there probably were, I would say, at least 100 people waiting to get hotels.
In a statement to Atlanta News First, a spokesperson here at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport saying only a few flights are impacted. He says, and I'm quoting, "We expect minimal impacts to operations. Passengers traveling to or through Heathrow are urged to contact their airlines for updated information." And we've also learned that Delta is waiving change fees associated with this fire. We're here at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.